Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Well, I did a big oops this year. I went ahead and recorded a video for the 2026 OPI Infinite Shine Spring Collection. And I was calling it OP Icons the whole time because that is the name of the 2026 spring collection. However, when I reached into my drawer to get the polishes out to do swatches with and to talk about them, I was not even thinking about the fact that the current year is 2026 and it is not 2025 anymore. So I brought out the 2025 polishes. So I ended up doing an entire video of the Spring 2025 Infinite Shine collection, which is OPI'm Dreaming, and it is a really gorgeous collection. And I don't want the footage to go to waste. I don't want to not be able to bring this to you, but just know that if I am calling it the OP Icons collection, somewhere in the middle there, now you know, no, it's the 2025 OPI'm Dreaming collection. But it is really pretty. So if you would like to learn more about that collection, stick around and I'll tell you about it. The palette of this collection is very springy. I kind of did, for my first set, a rainbow of spring shades, kind of missing a pink, but otherwise it's pretty cute. And then for the second set of 6 I'm going to go over, it's their pinks and oranges that are in the collection. So we're going to go ahead and start with that first set. This is the shade that I chose for the first one. It's called From Dusk to Salon. And the neat thing about this OP Icons collection that they're doing is that they took some of their old iconic shade names, like this one for instance is based off of From Dusk Till Dawn, and they gave them a twist. And they kind of did the same thing with the polishes. Like they used the same idea, like this is about the same color as the old From Dusk Till Dawn, kind of a neutral-ish, but then they put a shimmer in here. So this one has this really pretty green shimmer in it that I find absolutely gorgeous. And I think it's just such a fun way to do a collection. Like we all love our OPI favorites, so it's really neat to be able to see some spins on these classic ones. This one is called Slay Hello to Yellow. And this is just a yellow lacquer with a yellow shimmer in it. It's really pretty. Like a lot of yellows, I feel like this might be hard to get really good coverage with. But it's not as pastel as the yellow that was in their regular lacquer collection. That one I really struggled with. So I'm hoping this is a little bit better. This one is called Teal's Familiar. This one is so pretty. It is like a pastel teal, and then there's this shimmer in it that almost has a shift. Like it's purple and it's blue. I think this is going to be gorgeous. This is by far my favorite half of the collection, are these rainbow springy colors. They're so fun. This one is called Living the Fantasy. And this is like a light blue with a light blue shimmer, kind of a little bit silver in there as well. This one is called From Head to Doze. This one is an even lighter blue, and the shimmer in it is, I think, that same purple to blue shifty shimmer that was in the green one we just looked at. It's pretty. This one is called Where Time Stuns Still. This is such a gorgeous, like it's a, not quite a pastel purple. It's a little bit darker than pastel, but it's not really dark. And it does have a shimmer in it that I think is a gold to pink shifty shimmer. This is where I love when OPI gets creative. I stopped buying a lot of the big brands nail polish a couple years ago, just because I felt like, I mean, I had all the colors. Like they were coming out with new colors, but they were not new to my collection. So I was like, why am I still buying all these creams from brands like Essie and Zoya? And who else did I buy? O'Reilly. So I kept buying OPI because I feel like OPI often does such creative things with their collections. And there's always going to be like your standard creams in there. But even then, sometimes they come up with some really fun colors that are new to my collection. So I still like reviewing OPI just because there's so much fun new stuff. Like I feel like some of these, like which was this one? This green one, I feel like this green one, this could be a mooncat. Teal's familiar. Like, it's just creative and pretty, and I love it. Okay, now we move on to the pinks and the oranges side of the collection. This one is called Time Will Pastel. This one is almost like a pinky purple, and the shimmer, I think, is a golden purple, but it might just be purple. We'll see when we get that on the nail. This one is a really light pastel pink. I think on my nails, this is going to be kind of like a skin color, your nails but better kind of color. It's called Sneak a Pink, and it does have that golden shimmer in it. It's really pretty. This one is super fun. It's called Glossed in Your Thoughts, and it is a bold, bright pink. Love it. And it has a really pretty, I think that's the gold shimmer as well, although there might be some pink shift in there too. We'll see when we get that on the nail because this is pretty. Okay, now we're starting to go more towards the salmon pinks. This one is called Susie's Pedicure Throne. That's cute. And this is like really a true salmon. It's a pinky orange, and it does have that gold to pink shifty shimmer in it. I feel like that shimmer is getting a lot of mileage in this collection. This one is much lighter. It's called Slay a While, and it's fairly similar to Sneak a Pink. This is a little bit pinker. This is a little bit more like neutrally kind of a skin tone. And it does have maybe, that might just be a gold shimmer, or there might be a green to gold shift in there. Finally, in orange, this one is called Dreamsicle, and it is like a pretty bright orange, almost like a lighter pumpkin, and it has a gold, maybe gold to green shifty, but mostly gold shimmer in there. Okay, I am excited. Let's get swatching. Okay, we're starting with From Dusk to Saloon. I'm already noticing that this is a pretty thin formula. So I think with all these shimmers, OPI is kind of going for like a translucent look. So let's see how this turns out. See how this color does with a second coat. I'm really interested to see how they all do with 2 coats. How opaque can we get it? Okay, now on the second coat, that got just a little bit streakier. So I might do 3 just to see. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do a 3rd coat just to see how opaque we can get this in 3. I don't think it will be, but it'll be like a cute translucent look and hopefully not as streaky as it was. Yeah, that looks a little better. It's kind of like almost an aura nail. Like, I don't know, the color seeps to the sides and the middle is still showing my nail color. It's cute. Okay, this is Slay Hello to Yellow. Yeah, this is like just giving some color and some sparkle to the nail, but I don't think even with several coats these are meant to really build up to be opaque polishes. This one is Teal's Familiar. I will say I'm pretty impressed because even with this thin formula, I'm not getting like a lot of streaking. This one is a little more streaky, but the first 2 are not at all. Okay, that's looking not as streaky, but I'm gonna want a third coat on this one too. Okay, I'm disappointed with this one. I said earlier it could be like a moon cat, but one thing that would never happen with moon cat is streaks on a third coat. So while this one is colored really beautifully, the formula is just not up to scratch. Okay, this one is Where Time Stands Still. I love just like the wash of color that we get here. Beautiful. This one is From Head to Toes. That's so pretty. This one is Living in a Fantasy. Wow, that's pretty. I love that color. I think this is my favorite so far. This color is gorgeous. Okay, this is Time Will Pastel. This color is Sneak a Pink. And here is Glossed in Your Thoughts. I like that this one actually has some pigment to it. It's nice and bold. this one is called Susie's Pedicure Throne. I really like that pink shimmer. Okay, this one's called Slay a While. And lastly is this orange color, Dreamsicle. Okay, so having swatched all 12 polishes, I feel safe saying that this is a really interesting collection. We had some really like bold, bright colors. Like where's this orange? Yes, this one, Dreamsicle, super bold, super bright, just a little bit sheer, but kind of like acrylic and not too sheer at all. The brighter blue also. What's this one? Living the Fantasy. This one was so bright and bold and pretty. I love these two. But then we also had a lot of sheer, like nude nails, but with shimmer, which I also thought was kind of fun. This kind of lighter purple one, Time Will Pastel, that one is really pretty. And you can kind of see that it has like a purplish tint to it. But these two, let's see, that would have been Sneak a Pink and this one, Slay a While. Those are both like really, really, really just sheer. You can barely even tell. One just has a pink kind of shimmer and one just has like a gold to green shimmer. And that's really the only difference there. Like they do have a little bit of coverage, like you can tell it's not like a completely transparent polish with some shimmer in it. It's not like a glitter topper. But it really is like very, very sheer. So it really kind of is like that whole your nails but better trend, because it is sort of covering up any imperfections. But you can definitely still, like, it's still your nail. So some of the polishes that didn't stand out as much to me, this one, Teal's Familiar, after 3 coats, it still wasn't really full coverage, which I was bummed. I want to like this one. It's really pretty, but I feel like 4 or 5 coats, like that's a lot of coats to get a good look. So I was not as much a fan of that one. Similarly, Glossed in Your Thoughts, I really want to like this one. It's super bright and pretty, but it has kind of that same coverage issue. It's still kind of streaky after 3 coats. Such a bummer. But I was impressed by the yellow in this collection. Slay Hello to Yellow. If you've watched my video that I did for the regular lacquer for OP Icons, The yellow that was in that collection was really streaky, didn't give very good coverage. It was a bummer. So to see this yellow do so well and perform so nicely, I was really impressed. I was really happy to see, like, hey, we might have some good yellows after all, which is fun because I like a nice yellow polish. I think especially when you're doing like a rainbow look or something, it's nice to have yellow available. So it's nice to have a good yellow polish. I also want to talk about how I think the color story for this one is just so cute. The regular lacquer collection was kind of giving Valentine's with some nudes, and this one to me is very much giving Easter with some nudes. Like we got almost the entire rainbow. We've got our red, orange, yellow, green, we have two blues. This one is the brighter one. And then a nice purple. And then after that, you really just have some nudes, plus that like lighter blue color also. So it's got a lot of nice, really springy, pastel, traditionally Easter colors, which I think are really fun. I feel like we see a lot of kind of Valentine's-y colors, and then sometimes brands just jump straight into summer. So I like to see a nice pastel collection of colorful colors. So there you have the 2025 Spring OPI collection for Infinite Shine, OPI'm Dreaming. This is a really gorgeous collection, so if you want to talk about it, even though it's not 2025 anymore, please do go ahead and comment down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you all so much for watching my silly mistake video. I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day.